Hey, what's going on, guys? Game Geezer here. Today on my freightliner here, I'm going to change this reverse light with an LED one. I've already done this to these brake ones here. Had those going for about a year. I like them, so I'm going to go ahead and change the reverse out too. So this one actually hasn't worked in a while, so I'm taking it out right now. I just need to push this old one out. It's real easy. It just pushes out of this rubber grommet here, you see, and you just take the grommet out just like that. Since mine wasn't disconnected, you know, it didn't have a grommet pigtail hooked in there, I mean, but if you did, just unhook it in there and pull these out. It's just that easy. So you just unplug that, pull it out, it just pops right out. So that's the old one there. Kind of clean this one up here, you know, try to get the dirt out of the way. Now when you go to buy the new stuff, you're gonna have to buy 3 parts most likely. Mine didn't have a pigtail, so I bought a new pigtail, which is here. I'll show you how I wired that in a second. I bought the LED light, and then I bought a new grommet. So 3 parts. They overcharge on these LED lights if you have to buy them in a truck place, so you're gonna spend like 60 bucks for a light. Otherwise you could get them online for probably 20 bucks or something. But anyways, I just went ahead and got this one up, picked out. I also picked out a 90 degree pigtail, so it'll come out like this, because some of them are just straight. You're probably gonna want a 90 degree. But with the grommet, the light, and the pigtail, I spent like 60 bucks. So there's that. So to get this light in here, I'm just gonna basically pop it in. See that little seal there? You want that seal to go up under the frame here. So there's really no easy way to do it. You just kind of pop it in there and just kind of hope that it stays in there. And just check from back here that everything is in there. Nice and snug over there. All right. That's pretty good. It's hard to trust these things, but that's how they go in there. And over time they get more stiff, but yeah. So there we go. Now I also have my light facing the right way. You don't want to pop it in and have the part you need or the pigtail on that side, because I need mine on this side. Okay, you can see I've been messing with some of my wiring here. Now my pigtail came with 3 red, white, and black here. My black one's actually not needed, so this one just needs to be taped off. I'm going to show you some other stuff too here. It's real easy to install these lights, guys. So my reverse only had 2. My brake lights have 3, but they were all there, so it was real easy. You just kind of follow them. So the ones, as far as the brake and the reverse go, they should be pretty straightforward. Just plug in the ones you have. If you're missing one, you probably just don't need it. Get this untangled here. This is where I was testing it, make sure everything was good, so I didn't start a video and then have something go wrong. Yeah. Get all this mess out of here. Now you can see what the white one was supposed to be used for, why it came with this tip, is most people bolt them on these bolts here, but instead I'm going to do something different. I'm just going to connect it to this white wire here. And see, my red one's already ready to go there. So I got the red connected. So we'll say my first one was the red one. Now what I did was I burnt about this much sleeve off with my lighter on both ends, because you don't want to use butt connectors like this guy did, whoever did this before, because those are just not solid enough. Give yourself about 1 inch on both sides, burn it off, and then twist them, and then twist those twists together, and you make like this nice little solid piece that's not going to disconnect on you at any time. So what I like to do after I get a solid connection going, take some of my electric tape here and be really giving on your electric tape. Try to make it tight. This is kind of old electric tape, and the first couple ravels are not really doing what I want. There it goes. So and just kind of wrap it up just like that, so no rain or anything will get in there, mess it up. See that? And the closer you are, the tighter it's going to be, so the more solid. And you don't ever want to mess with your lights, you know, DOT and all that stuff, so just go ahead and, you know, you can get electric tape a whole roll for $1, so there you go. Nice solid connection. I'm not going to be worried about that ever having issues. Now this black one here, since I know I'm not going to need it, I'm going to just cut that tip off just like that, and also wrap it with electric tape. And I'm actually going to wrap it kind of close to the red here so it stays tucked out of the way. Now these backlights are real easy. They're you know, 3 wires each on a freightliner for the brake, and then 2 for the reverse. You know, you just leave the black one out of it, and it'll work just fine. So like that. Now look at that, one solid piece you're not gonna have to worry about, and that's 2 wires out of the way. Oh, sorry about that, guys. My phone said it was too hot. It's a nice hot day out here, so makes sense. It's also, I'm trying to record it in 4K. So this piece here, I'm not gonna try to stretch it all the way to a bolt or anything, so I'm just gonna clip it because my white wire there works just fine. And it's actually, I followed it and it actually just goes to this anyway. So instead of making things more complicated, just gonna do that. There's that. Scrap that. Now you got a wire here. Now we only got 1 wire left. Don't be scared to play around with your lights, guys. It's a lot easier than you think. So I'm just gonna take this lighter. I'm gonna show you this, how I make a nice solid connection. So this one here, for example, I already burned a nice little inch. I'm gonna fix all this hair here and get it nice and neat like that. Look at that. Looks good, right? And you come over here, take your lighter, be real generous here, take a nice little piece. I'm just gonna let it toast up. Don't try to go fast, just let it toast up real nice, like that. That should be good. Like that, see that there? Nice little break, and the rest just comes right off. See? So now I'm just gonna let it cool off for a second. I got calloused fingers, so it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna touch it. There we go. So look at that. Boom. So now all that's needed to do is you take them, you're gonna make like an X kind of, but at the base, you see how the base is there and base is here? And you're gonna twist them together. And you're never gonna get a solid connection like this with a butt connector. Such a weird name too. I can't believe somebody seriously came up with that. And you just braid it up to the top. Nice and solid. I'm never gonna have to worry about it. I just fold it down. Look, solid. Guess what's next? Handy dandy electric tape. It's $1.
Clean it up. So you don't have to worry about rain and all that stuff. Get in there.
Now before you tape it up, actually, some advice I should give you guys is you want to test it. You know, make sure your light's working. Go turn your truck on, get it in reverse, shut the truck off, and after the truck shuts down, leave it in reverse, come back, check the light, make sure it's coming on and activating when it's supposed to. All that stuff. Brake lights, same thing. You can also use your blinkers and hazards to test it. You know, if you got a friend, someone pumped the brakes or whatever, or use a rock or something, set something on there. So there we go. I've been needing to change this light for like 2 years now. I've just been too lazy to do it. It's real easy. So all this stuff here is the mess that's going to that light. I don't know. I'm just gonna clean that up too. But this is pretty much done. So all I need to do is plug it in there. Before I do that though, I'm gonna wrap all this up, make it one solid piece. Okay guys, here we are. You can see I wrapped them up. I finished this one up real nice, and I got these back nice together. Looks real good. You never have to worry about it. These zip ties, they can get old and stuff, so if you got replacements, I'd, you know, replace them. You could wrap this too and then stick some zip ties back over them. Those will protect your wires for you. The only 3 things I needed was the electric tape, must have, lighter, I recommend to do it my way, and then something to cut. You know, you don't have to have something to cut, but maybe you'll have one of those tips or something you need to cut off there, so you might need that. So I got everything nice and neat, and now we're gonna test the light here. Here we go. Ava, you wanna hold this for me? I'm gonna go put it in reverse and we're gonna see if it lights up. set it in reverse and turn the truck off. But when you turn the truck off, you gotta leave the ignition set to on, you know, just the engine off. And then you can come back here and check. You'll know for sure. So now I know this reverse light works. All my other lights are good. So remember, the brake ones are 3. These are most likely going to be 2 for the reverse, just positive, negative. If you do have a third one, it's no big deal. Just add the extra one. The side lights are normally just two wires, positive, negative. And then the front headlights are normally like, you know, between 4 and 8. So those get a little more complicated. But anyways, guys, hope you liked the video. I'll see you next time.